5 begins tonight here at Boston Field. Nelsonville-York, of course, they've won 4 straight outright TVC championships. And, of course, it begins tonight as the Buckeyes will defend their championships and try to win a 5th in a row.
Yeah, really, everything up until this point has just been practice to get to the TVC. We've had some good competition. I think we've had some close games, a lot of maturity for the team here. And, you know, like we said last week, we're starting out 0-0. Everybody in the TVC is starting out right now with the goal in mind of winning the TVC and going after that title one more time.
Of course, the Buckeyes are 2-3, but 3 of the last 4 seasons they have started 2-3, and then they ran the table in league play and finished 7-3 in the regular season. And Buckeyes are hoping for a repeat performance this season.
Well, it makes a lot of sense. If you're playing against good competition prior to the TVC, then you have the opportunity to actually develop a stronger team. If you're just beating teams and you come in here undefeated, you really don't know always what you have. So, you know, although we'd rather have a better record than we have right now, I think we've got a lot of maturity on this team. So we'll see how, you know, we talked a bit at the beginning of the season. We had a lot of young starters on this team. We only started, you know, a handful of seniors. So they've had an opportunity as they're growing together here. We'll see how they mature in the TVC.
Of course, as we've talked before, the Buckeyes just a few plays and just a few seconds away from being 4-1 right now instead of 2-3. But the Buckeyes are 2-3. Vinton County 1-4, but the Vikings probably have played the toughest schedule in the Tri-Valley Conference.
Yeah, they have a lot of tough teams that they've played against to this point. Again, you know, you can't just look at a team's record because everybody's out there playing non-league teams, and you're playing different levels of teams. You're playing different caliber of teams, and so it's really, you know, you just can't look at the record and say, hey, one's 1-4, one's 2-3, somebody's 3-2. It doesn't really. It's not an apples-to-apples comparison, I guess the point is.
And all that matters is what happens tonight here at Boston Field.
You know, and the other thing I'm hoping to see as we've matured along the way here is that the team is really becoming more of a balanced offensive approach to things. We're seeing more passing throughout as the maturity of this team's going on, and I'm thinking that as we move into the TVC, it's going to be the strength of us.
Last season, the Buckeyes defeated the Vikings down at Vinton County 32-13. Vinton County with 14 returning starters on this year's squad. The Buckeyes have 11 returning starters from last season. And the fans rising to their feet as here come their Buckeyes.
Buckeyes coming out of that helmet. I tell you what, there's no team around here matched that has that opportunity to run through a helmet like that. Got to be exciting for these kids. Of course, we're at homecoming. Of course, we're at homecoming here tonight also, so we've got a lot of excitement throughout the entire crowd.
Of course, Nelsonville-York, we mentioned, they've won 4 straight TVC championships. In fact, of course, Dave Boston Jr. in his 5th year, he's 20-0 in league play. The last time the Buckeyes were defeated in a league game was on October 18th, 2002, when the Buckeyes lost to Belpre 24-6.
Wow. You know,
it's a nice run.
That's better than a nice run. That's an amazing run, really. I mean, to be able to sit there and say you haven't been defeated in that period of time, that's just, it's not just one group of kids doing it. That's an entire class of kids that have moved on, and another group of kids that have taken on that tradition and really drove themselves to a different level each and every year. So there's a lot to be said for the entire coaching staff and the whole program as a whole when you see something like that held up. It's just not a single group of kids. It's just an entire program.
Of course, Dave Boston Jr., again, he's won the league 4 times here at Nelsonville-York. He also has 3 Hocking Division titles when he was with Alexander.
Yeah, he knows the competition in this league very well, obviously.
Buckeyes won the toss, and they elected to receive. Kicking off will be Nick Hearn. Buckeyes with Derek Arnold back deep. Hearn approaches, and this game is underway. Arnold coming up to take it. Takes it on a bounce right around the 12-yard line.
Took a heck of a hop.
Derek Arnold has some running room. Arnold.
He found a nice seam there. Oh, he's cutting back that.
And he'll take it out close to the 40-yard line, maybe across the 40. Buckeyes with good field position.
Excellent run back by Arnold that time to give us good, solid starting field position here outside the 40-yard line.
Of course, Derek Arnold, just a sophomore. He's rushed for around 670 yards in the first 5 games. He's got 6 touchdowns. Michael Barrick, the quarterback, he's thrown for about 300 yards on the season, a couple touchdowns.
We've actually saw him run the ball a little bit more in a couple of the games also, where he's been able to scamper and help us out on the offensive side with his feet.
Zach Talbert's rushed for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's at fullback. Buckeyes out of the eye, and we have a legal procedure unless the Buckeyes were able to pull Vinton County off. And it is offsides on Vinton County.
Yeah, actually, the players on the field seem to be acknowledging that from the get-go, but you never want to make that call until you see what the referee has to say.
So the Buckeyes will have a 1st down and 5 on their own 45-yard line. Buckeyes out of the eye. Michael Barrick at quarterback. 2 receivers split out to the right, 1 to the left. Now receiver coming in motion to this side. Handoff goes to Arnold on the right side, and he'll pick up a couple to the 47.
Little misdirection there as Connor Bunning comes across the field in motion that time. I anticipate we'll see that run a couple different ways, a couple different plays coming off that motion tonight.
Buckeyes 2nd down and 3 on their own 47-yard line. Opening drive of this game. Michael Barrick at quarterback. 2 receivers split out on each side. Arnold goes in motion. And handoff will go to Talbert straight up the middle. Running room for Zach Talbert. Breaks a tackle, and he'll take it to the Vinton County 40.
Excellent play by the Buckeyes that time where the motion was going the other way. Talbert comes out strong. Tackle was made there by number 3, Ryan Stewart, for the Vinton County defense that time, but not until Talbot was able to rumble for quite a few yards.
Very nice play conceived by the Buckeyes. Of course, everybody's looking for Arnold to get it, including the defense, and they fake it to him coming in motion. Talbot picks up about 13. Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the Vinton County 40.
Looking to spread them out here.
2 receivers split out on each side. Michael Barrick at quarterback. Arnold in motion once again. This time he'll take the handoff around the right side, and he'll dive forward to the Vinton County 37 for a gain of 3.
Nice play by number 89, Dustin Guthrie, on the end on that side for the Vikings that time. Had he not got him, I think Arnold could have had his feet full speed around that corner, and it could have been a huge gain.
Buckeyes 2nd and 7 with 10:25 to play in the 1st quarter.
That play looked a little bit like something we learned while we were up in Columbus last weekend. The guy in motion, and as he's coming behind the quarterback, the quick handoff as he's got the speed behind him.
Michael Barrick out of the shotgun. 2 receivers split out on each side. Takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Zach Talbert, and he's hit and dropped by Nick Hearn.
Well, Nick hit him and immediately dropped him for a loss that time. Zach really had nowhere to go.
So the Buckeyes will have a 3rd down and about 10 now back at the Vinton County 40.
So far the offense seems to be clicking pretty nice. There's a little bit of enthusiasm on the whole team as they come to the line here. Long situation.
Barrick takes the snap out of the shotgun, throwing along on the left side towards Arnold, and it falls incomplete at the 10-yard line.
Actually, well covered by number 15 from the Vikings, Stephen Thompson, that time. As he went up, it kind of took the distraction away from Arnold. It went in and out of the hands of Arnold, but excellent pass there from Barrick.
The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th and 10 at the Vinton County 40.
Try to play some of that field position at this point. See if we can't pin them back and let our defense get the ball in a good situation here for us.
Ryan Stewart back deep for the Vikings to receive the punt. Low snap. Talbot fields it and gets it away. Low liner taken by the up man right around the 11. Takes it to the far side and is cut down at the 19-yard line.
That was an excellent downfield coverage that time by who else but number 52 from
Patrick Norway on the stop.
You know, he's just been all over the field in many different aspects from the very beginning of the season for us. Nice play by Patrick that time.
So Vinton County with their first possession. 1st down and 10 on their own 20-yard line where they spot it. The quarterback is Ryan Stewart. Handoff straight up the middle. The Buckeyes right there. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Vikings. Nick Hearn on the carry, the tailback. May have picked up a half yard. He gets it across the 20.
Yeah, they'll give him about a yard on it, and Talbert was there to hit him first, but the whole Buckeye defensive line looked nice on that particular play.
2nd down and 9. Stewart hands it off around the left side. The Buckeyes right there. A gain of 2 to the 22, close to the 23.
I think that was Horn again on their carry there of Hearn.
So Vinton County now 3rd down and 7. Last week, Ryan Stewart, the quarterback for the Vikings, was 12 of 15 passing for 127 yards and a touchdown.
I actually anticipated to see more passing from the beginning on this from this Vikings defense, but apparently they're trying to establish some run before they get into putting that ball in the air.
Stewart at quarterback takes a snap, and the ball may be loose.
It was loose. I don't know who fell on it, but as he turned,
it is 4th down. And the Vikings will punt it away. No gain on the play. It's 4th and 7. So nice stop by the Buckeye defense on Vinton County's initial series of plays.
Excellent defensive series right there for the Buckeyes. They had a lot of pressure on them, even though they were trying to back up and do something. Looked like he might be either trying to keep the run himself or turn and pass the ball.
Punt is away, heading towards Derek Arnold. And he'll pick it up at the Buckeye 38. Host the Vikings after him. Arnold brings it to this side and takes it to the 45. And again, it looks like maybe the last man got him from Vinton County.
I tell you what, if 15 didn't come in and make that play for Vinton County, Stephen Thompson, I believe Derek would have been gone around the corner that time.
So the Buckeyes with their 2nd possession, no score, 7:36 to play in the 1st quarter.
That was one of those situations where you're almost in a position where you don't pick it up, just let the ball, let's go, as the defenders were coming in, but he picked that up and really just outran them to the side there and got himself in good opportunity to make a big play. Again, excellent field position for the Buckeyes.
Buckeyes 1st and 10 out of the I formation on their own 45-yard line. Option goes to the right, pitch out goes to Arnold, cuts it up, and Eric Arnold's going to pick up 5 yards, and a late flag comes in.
A very late flag on that. I'll wait and see what that's called.
And it's holding on the Buckeyes. So Arnold's.
I kind of figured it looked like it might have been holding on the outside on that play, but when the play went past it and then no flag showed up until he was tackled, I thought maybe he wasn't a hold, you know, but he was waiting to see how the play turned out maybe.
So the Buckeyes will be backed up, and they'll have a 1st down and about 22 now, back on their own 33-yard line.
Yeah, so he definitely called it in the backfield there, a couple yards deep behind the line of scrimmage.
Buckeyes out of the eye on 1st down and 22 from their own 33. Michael Barrick at quarterback. Back to pass, throws it back this side.
Connor Bunning, an excellent design play. Gets Connor out into the 40, open field.
The 45 and takes it to the 47.
Gets across the 45. Excellent play there. I love that play call, the way we set up Connor on the flat there with a couple blockers, give him some room to run.
Picks up 13 yards, and that makes it a 2nd down and 9 now for the Buckeyes. 6:48 to play. Clock running here in the 1st quarter. No score. Buckeyes 2nd and 9 on their own 46.
Typically, you wouldn't think 2nd and 9 is a great position to be in, but starting 1st and 22, it's a pretty nice situation.
Handoff goes to Arnold on the right side, and he'll take it to the 48, a gain of 2 for the Buckeyes. Brings up 3rd and 7.
As big number 54, Aaron Puckett on the stop for the Vikings that time, but he did a nice job just to get across that line and get a couple positive yards out of it.
Buckeyes 3rd and 7 on their own 48-yard line. Zach Talbert at fullback, Derek Arnold at tailback, Michael Barrick, the quarterback. 2 receivers split out on the right side. Barrick back to pass, throws, and it is caught for a 1st down by Mark Campbell, and he'll take it to the Vinton County 40. Buckeyes pick it up Again, about a 13-yard gain.
I tell you right there, the defense of the Vikings had a bunch of individuals up on the line trying to come after Barrick, and our offensive line in the backs that stayed back did an excellent job to give Barrick enough time to get that ball out to the flat. Even though it was a short pass for a lot of yards, it's a tough pass to make because he's got to throw to get 20 yards to actually get that out to that flat. Nice play by the Buckeye line.
Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the Viking 40. Michael Barrick over center. Hands it off straight up the middle, and nothing doing for the Buckeyes this time. It's going to be a yard loss back to the 41 of the Vikings.
I think they'll probably spot it right at the line of scrimmage, but
Zach Talbert on the carry for Nelsonville-York.
Stop was 79. Bubba Owing made the stop for the Vikings that time, and you're right, he hit him right as he was coming to the line that time.
5:27 to play in the opening quarter. No score. Buckeyes 2nd down and about 11 at the 41 of Vinton County. Michael Barrick out of the shotgun, takes a snap, being rushed, rolls to this side, has a man open down the field. He throws, but it's picked off
intercepted
by Ryan Stewart. And he'll return it to the Vinton County 32-yard line. Campbell was wide open momentarily, but of course Barrick was on the run. Vinton County with good pressure.
Barrick on the run to his left, being a right-handed quarterback. It's really hard to get yourself turned and pivot your hips and get any real zip on the ball. And it just floated to a point where number 3 there, Ryan Stewart, was able to jump up and grab that.
Vinton County 1st down and 10 on their own 31-yard line. Out of the eye, Stewart at quarterback, hands it off to the first man through, and it'll be a gain out to the 35 of about 4. Zach Graves on the carry, the fullback.
As I say, Trevor Pauly made a nice stop there for the defensive line, and Cunningham came in from the linebacker position to help put a stop to that.
2nd down and about 6 for the Vikings on their own 35-yard line. Ryan Stewart at quarterback, hands it off to this side. The Buckeyes all over it. It'll be a loss.
Excellent pressure on the defensive side of the ball that time, and it seemed like number 55 Lyons really made a Josh there, penetrated right in there before anything got going for the Vikings.
Josh Lyon and Nathan Johnson helping out also on the tackle. Nice